So the real question here is, can you make a really good tasting paella by substituting cauliflower rice for regular bomba rice? Absolutely, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Today we're going to be making a cauliflower Spanish seafood paella. Guys, this paella is so good. It's very easy to make, it's healthy, it's low carb, and it's grain free. Now there's a lot of other recipes out there for cauliflower rice paellas, and I'm not trying to put anybody down, but mostly all of them that I've seen, they call for you to put liquid into the pan. No, you can't put liquid into the pan. Cauliflower rice does not absorb liquid like regular rice does, so you know what you end up with? A big mush, no texture. You don't want that. I'm going to show you exactly how to cook the cauliflower rice so it has that beautiful paella texture to it. And another thing, if you can buy the pre-made cauliflower rice in your supermarket, it makes this recipe even easier to make. Okay, let's get started. We're going to begin by cutting a head of cauliflower into 4 pieces. Then remove the leaves from the stalk and rinse the cauliflower under cold running water. Once you have your cauliflower thoroughly cleaned, shake off any excess water and start cutting off the root from each piece of cauliflower. Then add the cauliflower into a food processor. I'm going to pulse this between 20 to 25 seconds. You don't want to go any longer, otherwise the cauliflower rice is going to be too small and it's going to have no texture at all. This is the exact texture you're looking for. Next, finely mince 4 cloves of garlic. Then roughly dice 1 small red bell pepper. This is how I always like to cut my bell peppers, just because it easily removes the seeds so there's no mess. For the next ingredient, I've got a tube of squid here. I bought this frozen, it's been thawed out. I'm gonna cut it open, then pat it down with some paper towels, and cut it into small squares. And for the final ingredient, I've got 15 jumbo shrimp here that have been peeled and deveined. I bought these frozen, I thawed them out. I'm gonna pat them down with some paper towels, and then season them with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Okay, we have all our ingredients ready, so let's start cooking our paella. I gotta get my pan for that, hold on. Here we go. This is an authentic Spanish paella pan. Guys, there's a link in the description box below for the exact one that I'm using. Let's heat this with a medium-high heat and add a 1/4 cup of extra virgin Spanish olive oil. 1 minute after adding the oil, add the shrimp seasoned side down into the pan. We're gonna cook these for about 1 minute per side. After cooking the shrimp for exactly 2 minutes, you want to start removing them from the pan, and we're gonna set them aside. Now, using the same pan with the same heat, add the diced bell peppers and mix them around with the oil. Make sure you scrape any of that stuff that was left over from the shrimp. It's going to give this paella so much flavor. About 3 minutes after adding the bell peppers, make a little well in the middle and add the pieces of squid in there and mix them around with the oil. About a minute or so after adding the squid, make another well in the middle and add the minced garlic. 30 seconds after adding the garlic, add a generous ½ teaspoon of smoked paprika, season with sea salt and a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper, and mix everything together. Next, add ½ cup of tomato puree, season again with a little sea salt, and mix everything together until it's well combined. About 3 minutes after adding the tomato puree, I'm going to add 4 cups of the cauliflower rice. Then I'm going to add 1 packet of saffron in powder form, and mix everything together until it's well combined. And look at all these beautiful colors that this cauliflower rice is developing. Once everything's well mixed, get in there and give it a quick try. I'm going to season again with a little bit more sea salt. Then lower the fire to a low heat. I'm going to add the shrimp back into the pan, along with about 7 fresh mussels, and I'm going to cover it with some foil paper. This is going to help the mussels open. Okay, we've been cooking our paella for about 8 minutes with the foil paper on top. Don't worry, nothing's gonna burn here. We are cooking on a low heat, but I think this paella is ready to go. So let's go ahead and turn off the heat. Transfer the paella pan onto a flat surface, and I'm gonna let it rest here between 4 to 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes, remove the foil paper. And look how beautiful this looks. All the mussels opened up. This looks like such an amazing paella. I'm gonna cut a couple slices of fresh lemon, add them to the paella, then finally chop some fresh parsley, and sprinkle it over the paella. Okay, now I'm gonna get in there and give this a try. And look at this, guys. This is the exact texture you want from the cauliflower rice. This is perfection. Here I go, salud. Such an incredible texture to this paella. I'm telling you, that cauliflower rice is so good. You know, that's the secret. Don't add liquid into the pan. Then you have texture in your rice, and the flavors are so good. You know, cauliflower has a certain flavor to it, but we've masked it with all these beautiful Spanish flavors. this is an amazing low carb paella. Guys, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my patrons, Emily Wendell. Emily, thank you so much for being a patron of Spain on a Fork. Guys, if you want me to give you a shout out, become a patron of Spain on a Fork and join the team. You'll find the link in the description box below. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Until the next time, hasta luego.